Alright, it's G.T.O podcast, episode 18. You know what that means. We all growing up now. We can vote, we can drive. We can't gamble, I don't think.
Not in most states.
But we're pretty free. We're still in high school. We're probably lost to Virginia about 3 times by now. We're ready. So, today let's talk about games first. I want to talk about gaming and education. That seems interesting enough. So, you seem interested in this. So, you have any ideas for how gaming could be implemented in education, sir?
Not very well thought out ideas at the moment, but there have been instances where actual economists, I'm not sure who exactly did it, might have been a college, they used World of Warcraft to test economic, circumstances, such as scarcity and other...
Oh yeah, because you just buy and sell stuff and they watch that economy in that game and...
Yeah.
I heard that before too.
And they used it to, test real-world situations. Then you got games like Minecraft that you can use in art classes for various, art stuff.
I'm more of a Mario Paint type of guy, but I guess Minecraft too, if you're talking about art.
Yeah, stuff like that, but...
I thought it'd be interesting if you had a VR. You could go into, you could live out historical events. I guess kind of like Assassin's Creed, but, actual what happened. No Etsy or anything, chopping up people. You actually get to watch, the Civil War. And I think we got a realistic taste of actually what happened. Because reading something in a book and having some boring teacher tell you what happened can only give you so much. And, if you could, have some simulation of what happened, that'd be pretty cool. And make you... after that, I think we have more ubiquitous opinions, right? Because we see how terrible war is, what black people had to go through, what other people had to go through, Native Americans. I think it give us more perspective. That's the only thing I can really think of. So I guess enough of that. Put that away. That token game topic. Put that away. What I found interesting though is that Xbox Play. It's a new story that just came out. You could play Xbox games on the PC basically. But I have one question. You know about this, right? You know about this?
Yeah.
So can you play Xbox games without having an Xbox One at all on your PC?
I'm not sure about the specifics of it.
If that's true, this is a death knell for console gaming as we know it.
Not hardly.
Not hardly.
No, people still like local multiplayer and stuff like that. Xbox Play Anywhere is what it's called.
Local, that's dying.
Not at all.
Yes, that is. They take that out of most games.
But just because something is being taken out doesn't mean people don't want it.
Well, yeah, okay, but it's not gonna be here. Console gaming is dying. That's just a fact.
If console gaming were dying, I don't think they'd be pumping millions of dollars into developing.
You think about this.
The best.
Think about this. It's PC is where everything's eventually gonna go. This is the start of it.
Potentially.
Not
if you keep getting crappy PC ports.
But alright. I couldn't give you a number how many crappy PC ports are, how many good ones. But a lot of the games on PC are good enough, and anyway, the games on Xbox they can run choppy at sometimes, or they're not the best experience. Even with a crappy PC port, once it's working, it's times better than the Xbox One or PlayStation performance.
But then you get instances like Batman Arkham Knight, where it's completely unplayable on PC. It is utterly unplayable. There's no way to get past the glitches, the bugs. Terrible frame rate.
But what I'm saying is, as time go on, because remember how it used to be, every port was bad back in the day, and in the mid 2000s, PC was nowhere near where it is. There's no, I don't think there's any Steam. They're all little CD-ROM stuff that you had to get, and it was just terrible because the game was probably trash. If not, it performed like trash. My point is though, and you hear this around the internet, is that PC just seeing where everything's going, but there's drawbacks and good things about it. Obviously, the drawback is what you said, is that PC is really open-ended. So there's a whole variance of PCs, anything from the 1080 all the way down to the 5 whatever of the GTX cards. you have to like make a separate game, like separate settings for each one of those graphics cards, and like maybe not a million, but like hundreds combinations of motherboards, graphics cards, all that good stuff. But I think as we go on, maybe, I don't know, like the consoles and PC, I guess what I'm trying to say, like mint together more, less consoles, more software, I think.
I think you're missing one of the bigger drawbacks, though, is most PCs don't have CD ports now.
Yeah, I think everything's going to be digital eventually. I don't like that at all.
But that's going to be so much worse. Because if you miss one thing, like one file accidentally gets deleted or one little pathway gets disrupted, the game can't run.
Mm-hmm.
So not having things like directly on the disk that you can just plug in, play, it runs most perfectly every time.
Yeah, but like that's still a problem with the PS4. And I think
it's not
also
as prevalent though,
because you have to download the game, and if something happens with your download and you start the game, it'll say, "Oh, you don't own this game," or you have to re-download the game.
Then just re-download it. But like,
what's like a 40 gig download? You don't want to do that again.
It's harder to get into the files on consoles and mess stuff up that way.
Well, you won't mess it up, but the thing that you can't control will. Like the download will mess up, and you have to do it all over again. I mean, they're equally as annoying.
Yeah, but it's not as annoying as, because okay, I've got this game Jade Empire.
Mm-hmm.
It says it can't find the Steam DXL or whatever they call it, and I can't. I tried reinstalling it 4 times. I've tried like resetting my computer entirely and reinstalling it from scratch. Doesn't work. I can't find a way to make it work. That probably wouldn't happen on console. Even if the download got disrupted, I just hit restart download, and it'll be on the disc. It'll all be there. You just go into the console.
This game just came out?
No, it's an old game. Relatively old game.
Like what year?
2010 maybe.
That's no good. I'll cut some slack. Came out like a while ago, but what year does it say?
2005 actually.
Yeah, that's from them down periods that they didn't care. I mean, I love to acknowledge your anecdotal evidence, but that still is a problem. They need to clean it up. There's a lot of trash on Steam. I feel it's more like Steam is kind of like the YouTube, I guess, of gaming. Like all the best stuff raised to the top, but there's a lot of crap at the bottom.
That's just how everything is. There's always.
Well,
crap.
I mean, it's a lot less on controlled stuff like Microsoft. You really can't like put anything up. Like
with like XBLA, if you're a developer, you can get your stuff out there.
That costs money though, a lot of money.
You can still do it.
So what do you think about that then? It's like, where do you think all this is heading? In 10 years, will we still have PS4s and Xbox One or whatever the next console is?
Yeah, definitely.
All right. So what I think is eventually Xbox and Microsoft, Xbox and Microsoft, Microsoft and Sony, and Microsoft especially wants to go more digital because that they see that as where the money is really, because PC has been growing a lot over like the past 10 years, and I just see that's where it's going. I don't know how it's gonna fix itself out. Maybe be more of a service like what's it called, like a streaming service, or I don't know, whatever it is. I'm not gonna like it because I like physical things. I feel like we're moving no matter what towards digital content because it's more business smart to have everything digitally downloaded rather than shipping things out to GameStop and making packaging and all that.
Well, I mean, Microsoft already works with computers and stuff, so
it's gonna be seamless.
It's easier for them to switch to it than it would be for like Sony, who doesn't do as much computer developing, and for game developers themselves to switch to PC gaming if they don't do that yet.
But the Sony, I forgot, it was around like a month ago. They want to have a bigger focus on PC gaming.
Yeah, and that's going to take time.
Yeah, because they know this is what it was. They want to compete with PC gaming by having the PS4 Pro come out with better specs and all that. Because they're trying to have better performance with their games. And I don't know if they're going to be able to beat PC with that. Like, that's not what you should go with. I think you should go...
No, because you'd still have to upgrade your console.
Yeah,
every time.
that wouldn't work. Because you should try to beat PC with exclusives and performances, whatever. Make it decent enough. Because if the thing over console is it's all the same, so it's all gonna perform at not the best, but it's gonna be constant and you're gonna enjoy it. It's not gonna hinder your experience. Where what you said with Arkham, what was it?
Arkham Knight.
Arkham Knight. Yeah, that game had a terrible release, and most people could not play that game.
It had a great release on console.
Oh yeah, that's the point.
Then they took it off. They took it off Steam, fixed it, and then re-uploaded it, and they were like, "We didn't actually do anything. Let's take it down again, secretly."
Is it still not working?
It's I don't know. I mean, it's still on Steam, or they put it back up a third time. Who knows? It's a crazy world.
Well, whatever happens, I'll be happy because I like games, and this is the best time I think to be a gamer. You know why? Because if you have any amount of money, you could just buy a game. Like if I had $20 right now, I could buy a game off Steam, like on a sale or something, and just have like a great time with it. Like Skyrim's always on sale. You can always get a good Assassin's Creed game on sale. There's always something that you could get. And like this weekend, there's a sale until Monday, I think. It's all Rockstar games.
There's a sale every week.
Yeah, Grand Theft Auto 3, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, San Andreas, 4 and 5, the DLC, all that. You can get all of that for like under $40.
Cool.
You can get the bully game. I always liked that game. I never had to own it myself, but I went to other people's house. It seemed very fun.
Yeah, it always looked interesting.
Yeah, you get to like beat up kids, I think. L.A. Noir.
Yeah.
That's a detective game, right?
Yeah.
So it's $7 or $9 for all the DLC. So if you're interested. Manhunt.
That's always fun.
Yeah, played that on PS2. That was a fun time. I definitely should not have been playing that game at that age.
No, you should have.
Midnight Club 2. I think that's a racing game.
Yep.
Starpoint Gemini 2. I don't know what that is. $7. So if you're interested, look that up. Gas Guzzlers Extreme. $5 or a racing game. And Star Drive 2 were notable things that are on sale right now. So go there. Even if you're like if you don't even like these games, I mean, are vaguely interested in these games, just get them. This is the lowest it's probably ever going to be. And like the Grand Theft Auto games alone, just way more than worth your time. So a great time. So like if you got $20 right now, you could buy like 6 games, and they're high quality stuff.
Yeah.
But let's shift it to Nintendo. It's very sad news for Nintendo. Stores such as Best Buy and GameStop and all like retailers for the Wii U, they asked for their final shipment this week. So there's like this one last shipment going out, and after that, they're not making any more Wii U's, and that's that.
I mean, the Wii U isn't the best-selling console, so it makes sense. They don't have many great exclusives, or really any exclusives.
I mean, I don't think the exclusive is the problem. They always got the exclusive at my like with the Mario and stuff, but they just don't have third-party support because their console is so far back in forms of like performance and like what the capabilities are. Like if you look at Watch Dogs as the example I like, it's so much different than on the Xbox One and the PS4. Was it on PS4? I don't remember.
Yeah, well, it was on PS4.
So that's that. I'm looking forward to the NX. I'm still kind of curious on what's it gonna be like, but whatever happens, I'm genuinely interested because I still like Nintendo games somewhat. I just want a Super Mario Galaxy 3, maybe one day.
No, never again.
So that's sad. Well, if you're a collector, I would recommend get it right now because eventually, like 10 years from now, it's gonna be like the I can't think of a console that's really rare right now, but it's gonna cost a lot of money. The GameCube's not for
well, the games are.
Yeah,
a lot of the best games are.
The Melee's like $120 right now.
Yeah.
Well, keeping on Nintendo note, you know what I did this week?
Caught a shiny Slugma.
I caught a shiny Slugma, and I was so happy. Oh man, like I had a euphoric feeling I just couldn't control. It's like a nice big black Slugma. I mean, have you ever caught a shiny Pokemon before? Or encountered one?
No. Well, I might have encountered one. Might have caught one without knowing. Unless you count the red Gyarados.
That does not count.
Then no.
I mean, it counts to me, but most people doesn't count. Because, I mean, it's a 100% chance to get that, and there's a 1 in 8,192 chance of getting
I don't put much stock in shiny Pokemon.
I don't either, but I just think it's pretty cool just be that lucky that day. I think throughout my life I got like 4 or 5 shiny Pokemon, so I think I'm pretty lucky. Well, keep it on Pokemon. Watch Pokemon Generations.
I have not seen it, no.
Well, it's only like 3 to 5 minute videos, anime cartoons, whatever. There's going through the generation. So they're starting with the Kanto, and they started with trying to hunt down Giovanni. Then they went to Blue. He beat the Elite Four, and then Red came after him. And the next episode, I'm guessing, is going to be the battle between those two. And they're really short, and they're really enjoyable. Their anime style is slightly different from what I've seen from Pokemon anime. Well, bear that in mind. I haven't watched the anime since like Gen 4.
So is it more like Pokemon Origins then?
I think so. It's just that's more the style they're going with.
Because, yeah, that's just from what I've seen. These little screen caps here.
For some reason, they made Lorelai really busty. They made Bruno extremely ripped.
What do you mean for some reason?
Well, I mean, I know
Sex
the reason.
sells.
I know, but the game is not like that. I wouldn't, whatever. But I'm enjoying it. I wish they like had more like expanded episodes maybe, but I'm enjoying it. I don't know why they're doing it. Maybe to hype up the new games that are coming up. But
Yeah,
that's
probably.
pretty cool. But I do recommend watching it. It took me like 9 minutes to watch the 3 episodes that are up, so that's not taking you that long.
Yeah, and you can just watch them all, like, when they come out in late December. When they're all out by late December, you can just sit down Christmas Eve, knock it out in like an hour, probably.
I'm looking forward. Like, I'm wondering, are they gonna follow like the game characters, or is it gonna be like Red going through all these places, or I don't know. I'm interested in what they do with it, because I want to have an anime following the game character for once and not Ash, because Ash never wins anything.
But Ash is the best.
I think it's been spoiled in the new series. Ash went all the way to the finals for like the first time ever, and he lost. What a loser!
Good for him.
Why does he never win?
Because he's trash. He's trash Ketchum.
It rhymes. It must be true.
Yeah.
Anyway, I found an article that says NBA 2K is really heightening the brand of the NBA. I think that's interesting. So what do you think about that? Do you think NBA 2K is adding to the NBA's popularity and relevance over time?
Oh, definitely. Like, I probably wouldn't care about the NBA as much as I do, which isn't much, granted. But, like, if I hadn't played 2K at Jacob's house all those years ago, I'd probably be like, oh, basketball's a thing that exists.
Really?
Yeah. But I wouldn't, like, because I don't get a sort of hands-on experience kind of living through these guys.
What do you mean?
Like, playing the game, I'm not a good basketball player.
Mm-hmm.
But if I can make my player, like, not trash, I'll have
So if you
felt
buy all that
good.
VC,
Not even that. Like, you get like 150 VC just for playing a game.
mm-hmm.
So, and it's just weird. It's crazy.
Well, I can see that it keeps people's mind. I really can't relate because I'm gonna watch basketball no matter what. The reason I play 2K is because I watch basketball. But I'm guessing most people aren't like that. I don't know. Like during the off season, it's very easy to forget about the NBA and start focusing about football.
Or baseball.
Sure, that sport. Do you keep track of baseball, right?
Bits.
Did the playoffs start yet?
No, they start in October.
Alright.
Or like late September.
Anyway, I think it does enhance the brand because it keeps it in people's minds, and that's the most important thing about having a brand. If it's on everyone's mind, they're more likely to buy stuff or consume your product.
That's why you gotta advertise. If you're ever doing a thing, you just gotta tell people, hey, I'm doing a thing. Don't worry about being annoying. Not being annoying is for the people that you're annoying, clearly.
Anyway, so
Shove it down their throats. But that's the only thing you should shove down people's throats.
you're buying NBA 2K17 for the
Yes,
Xbox 360?
No, as soon as I get a PS4.
Alright. Are you getting the Pro, right? The Pro?
Sure.
Alright.
We'll see.
Oh, I know an easy way for you to get money this holiday season.
Prostitution?
Well, that's not easy. Like, yes. Anyway, it's a
Yeah, I don't
campaign volunteering. So today I volunteered on the campaign for Cedric Richmond, our local incumbent.
I thought you were running for Regina Hawthorne.
Yeah, I changed my mind, and her name's Regina Bartholomew Woods.
Bartholomew, right? Sorry, my bad.
But they go through the same representation campaign company or whatever. So I went for the one that can make me do more hours because I need for AP government project. I have to support a campaign, and I do 8 hours of volunteer work. So I looked through the candidates, and I saw at the top is the presidential, so it had Hillary and Trump. I'm like, screw that.
Trump, you should have gone with Trump. He has a good relationship with the blacks, right?
And then it was like the Louisiana Senate, and like most of them are against abortion. Like, Jesus, they're all Republicans, and I don't think like them. I'm just gonna say that. And then had the District 1 representative, District 2 representative, and Cedric Richmond seemed like the second best one. He's definitely the most popular one. He's probably gonna win again by a landslide. The other ones that I thought about doing was like Kenneth Cutno. He basically called Cedric Richmond Uncle Tom in the most roundabout way. Like, he's really a Democrat, he's really a Republican in a Democrat's body. Anyway,
Good for him.
I thought all that stuff was interesting, but I ended up going with Cedric Richmond because he seemed like this average Democrat, somebody can get behind, as good as you're probably gonna get in Louisiana. Yeah.
Yeah, there's not much down here that's legitimate about the politicians, other than their illegitimacy.
But the frustrating part about signing up for this, for like trying to get these, because I called like all the people that are running for this district, and I called the judges that are running, and none of them called me back until yesterday. And like it took them over a week to get back to me. Like, do you want me to support your campaign or not?
They're running a campaign. They don't care about some dinky little high schooler.
Can
I hand out flyers?
Can I support your campaign? Like that seemed like the thing that you would like want the most besides money. I don't know. I guess like the first thing you go to any of these websites, like give us your PayPal and give us money. Oh, you can support us too, I guess. They don't really care. They just want money.
So you're getting paid for this?
Not yet, though. Not yet.
But you will eventually.
Right now, they're paying me with food, I've noticed. But later, they're gonna, like, around election time, the federal government will start sending down money, and they'll start paying the volunteers. So they're paying me $100 a day. So after 2 days, I have $200.
Wait, $100 a day, 2 days. That's $200? Like, your math is correct? I'm not that smart.
And then I'll cash it in.
Wow.
And it'd be 2 different checks, so it'd be $5 each one. So I have $190, and that could buy me a 3DS and a game, and then I'll be happy.
We could save that money for college.
Why would I save it for college?
So you could, go to college?
I'm pretty sure that $190 make a big difference.
No, but you keep saving up money, it'll make a difference.
I'm not gonna get any more money past this.
You're just gonna get paid for 2 days? Is that all there?
I think that's all. That's as much as I'm gonna do, because I can only get 2 days off around that time. It's like election day itself, and the weekend beforehand. So I could probably do 3 days maybe.
Election day is like a
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have Tuesday off because it's a national holiday, right?
No.
Well, the school's taking it off then, because they want you to vote. It should be a national holiday because everyone should be voting.
But no, people vote other times. Nobody's voting like 7 to 3. Teachers duck out at lunch, or oh wow, that's a nice picture of the senior class. Sorry, that was. But I mean, it's never been a national holiday.
I mean, it should be. I know it's not. I know
be.
It hasn't been.
Why should it be?
So people can go out and vote.
People vote. It only takes like 30 minutes to an hour.
Yeah, but on most elections, like 70% of the population doesn't vote.
Yeah, and that's not the teachers. That's not teachers and students. That's
I'm not talking about just school. I'm talking about like all businesses. Like, it should be like the equivalent to Labor Day, except this one's actually important because it determines how the power is going to be in America for the next 2 years.
Oh well.
I mean, it's probably not, because some people have a vested interest in some people not voting at all. I'll just say that much. But anyway, I'll be doing that, and I'll get money, and I'll be happy, and I'll buy games, making me more happy. Sweet, sweet money. So if I'm gonna move on then, if you're still looking at that.
That's not fair.
What's not fair?
You guys get election day off. That's bull.
You get every day off. You're homeschooled.
Yeah, but like it's not that easy.
All
I
right.
still have to submit at least one assignment every day, which is tedious because like sometimes there aren't assignments that I can submit, so I have to go through like a dozen readings before I actually get to something that will verify my attendance.
Well, you know what?
It's tedious.
I like Ben Franklin better because there's a community aspect to it, so you could cheat on everything, and that's pretty much what I've been doing allegedly. Anyway,
You can cheat on homeschooling too. Hey, a geography quiz. Tell us where Romania is. What 2 countries it's between. Google Maps, please. Pull that up. Not that I would do such a thing, because that's academic dishonesty. And we would never stoop so low, right, Mark?
I mean, I wouldn't. I haven't been caught. I mean, I haven't done it yet.
And if you don't get caught, that means you don't do it, right?
I mean,
Clearly.
It's only cheating if you get caught. All right.
Sure.
Anyway, let's move on to something else. I want to talk about
Drugs.
your boy,
Ooh.
Kevin Garnett. He
Ooh.
retired
Big ticket.
after what, 21 years?
Yeah.
And his number is 21. How fitting.
1 more year would have been the record.
For the longest career ever? We
Yep.
already got the most money ever made.
Did he?
Yeah, he got like over $300 million
It
before
makes sense.
taxes and all that good stuff.
Yeah. Makes sense. He's worth it.
Yeah, so what's your thoughts as a Timberwolves fan, as a Kevin Garnett fan throughout these years?
So there was like, I think he only played 1 game down here when he played for the Timberwolves this past season. And it was the 1 game against the Pelicans that I didn't go to.
Mm-hmm.
So I never got to see him play in person, which is a little disappointing. But he also like completely ignored me when he was walking out to the bus.
Why would he acknowledge you?
I don't know. I mean, like,
Well, he's a very intense guy.
yeah, he's really intense. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. You're just you do you. I don't want to upset you. But
You
he
know-
kind of scared me.
That's kind of... Well, yeah, he is like 6'11", but anyway.
It's like, dude, calm down, please.
I wonder,
Don't
like,
tell me.
what is he going to do with all that intensity now that he can't play basketball anymore?
Be a coach or something. No, he's gonna coach like little league stuff, like little 3-year-olds.
I guess I'm imagining he'd probably still be a part of Timberwolves and help...
He's not gonna be a coach. No.
not like a head coach, but like some assistants, I guess, to help Karl Anthony Towns' development. He's already been pretty much doing that.
Yeah, he's doing that like personally, but I don't think he'll work with Tom Thibodeau. That's kind of the whole reason he retired. Not the whole reason.
Well,
There's speculation that's part of the reason he retired was that Thibodeau didn't want a conflicting alpha male in the locker room because Tibbs likes his.
I've been like Kevin Garnett, like I gotta do Tibbs practice now. I'm like, nah, I'm retiring. Buy me out.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if like the young people, like not 20, Towns and Wiggins, they're probably going to be dead at the end of some of Tibbs' practice. So like,
Levine
yeah,
and Chris Dunn. This is his first year in the league, and you're doing this.
welcome to the league, guys. Have fun with Tibbs.
Jeez, it makes me. I don't know. Well, what do you think about like his career as a whole?
He played well, played great. He was best person in the league for a time,
Yeah,
and not just his MVP season, but like the way he transformed the game. There was no one like him until LeBron, some would say.
So he was like, so for you, it was like Michael Jordan, Garnett, then LeBron.
Well, I mean, what do you mean?
Well, like in terms of like transcendent players.
To me, it was Kevin Garnett, Karl Anthony Towns, and then Kevin Garnett again. Because let's be
What
real.
is wrong? No.
A lot of things
Let's
wrong.
be real and say this: Kevin Garnett, he was all right. He had a couple really good years. But
He changed the league. He changed the league when he came in 95, 96.
What do you mean change the league? He didn't change the league that early.
Yeah, he did.
He was playing small forward for like the first 3 years of his career,
Nah.
or first 2 at least. I don't know why they put him at small forward. He was 6'11".
Who knows?
I wonder who's coaching that team. What an idiot. He probably got fired. Anyway, it kind of makes me kind of mad. I guess I would be mad if I was a Timberwolves fan.
Why?
Because y'all never were able to put a team around him, and like he could have won a championship here. I mean, in Minnesota or whatever. Because he did go to the Western Conference Finals. I think it was his MVP year.
2007-8?
No, 2004.
No, his MVP year was 2008.
No, because he was
Pretty
on. No, 2008 was like Kobe, I think, because he was on the Celtics and he definitely wasn't putting up MVP numbers on the Celtics. That was the year he won the championship. Anyways, so after that disappointing run, he finally gave up his loyalty and went to the Celtics, and then he won the championship.
He didn't give up his loyalty. He was basically forced out of town. He had to be heavily persuaded to accept the trade because he had a no trade clause, pretty sure. He was definitely resistant to it. He's loyal.
Yeah, because he did come back.
Yeah, he did.
What I guess the only disappointing thing, like
Those years with the Nets.
Yes, that's about to bring up the Nets. What a train wreck! Like they really got fleeced on that trade. They traded two like 35-year-old guys, 36-year-old guys, and they really thought that they were going to win a championship with that.
If they would have done that before the Celtics got them, or if they'd have done that earlier.
Yeah.
Maybe right after their championship run or something, a year or two after that.
It's like the Knicks thing. Like, if you got these players like 4 or 5 years ago, you would have won like 3 championships in a row.
It's like, yeah, this would have been the dream team of 2007.
Like, on that team, which you had Darren Williams, you had Joe Johnson, you had Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, and my boy Andre Blatch killing it in the Chinese league. That would have been a pretty good team in 2008 or whatever.
Yeah.
Before Deron Williams like shattered something, and Joe Johnson is just whatever. He's always been a whatever player. I guess to wrap things up, Kevin Garnett, what does he rank with you in your heart, in your extremely biased heart?
Number 1.
All right, I think Kevin Garnett for me, he's definitely in the top 5 power forwards of all time. I really don't have time to.
He's the best power forward of all time.
Better than Tim Duncan?
Yes. Because Tim Duncan was a center for me.
It depends what year.
Yeah, well, yeah.
What about Karl Malone?
Solid number 2.
Solid number 2.
Solid number 2.
All right. So, speaking of people that are retiring, Chris Bosh is forced to retire.
No, he hasn't retired yet.
But no one's signing him. Because
they haven't released him.
They can't yet. They can't. Because if they release him now, he'd be on waivers, and his money will still be on the cap space.
Yeah, there's still time. He can come back.
At February, if he doesn't play like over 10 games by February, his money will come out of the cap space, and they have like a whole max contract for somebody that can actually play. But the thing is, Chris Bosh really can't play. He got the blood clot thing. So if he did play, he's like has a fine conditioning and all that. He could play if there wasn't like travel or anything. I think also his blood is like way too thin now because he lives on blood thinners to not clot up.
Yeah, we'll see.
So if he did play and got cut, he'd probably bleed out really fast. And if I know there's medics there, but that could be potentially dangerous. See a grown man die in a basketball game. Hank Gathers .2.
It's happened before. Yeah.
We don't want that to happen. I mean, it's
not for him, no.
You're like, it's okay. We've seen it happen before. What makes him special? Play for me, you monkey.
Whoa, no, I didn't say that.
That's kind of how the Heat fans are, because they want us to play. They're like, Bosh says he's okay. Why can't you just play him? Well, the guy will probably die.
I'm glad Bosh isn't playing.
He's not though.
He needs to take his time and do.
What's
right.
There is no taking your time, because the more the time.
No, what I'm saying is he needs to make sure that he either can or can't play. He needs to get the doctors to look at him. If they say he can play in a couple months, and they really mean it, good. But if they say he can't play, he's doing the smart thing by not pushing it too hard.
Well, this is the thing though. The doctors have already multiple times say he can't. And the only doctor was his own personal doctor, which, I don't know, you really can't trust that, because there's always that one doctor that says, oh, you're fine, you can go ahead, and then you die or something. But all the team doctors for the Heat's sake is unfit to play, and his career is most likely done. The blood clot thing is not going to get better.
I'm not saying it's going to get better.
Well, I mean, that's what he thinks. He thinks he could play, because he feels great, obviously. Yeah. He's physically fine. You really can't feel he doesn't know what's really going to happen. He feels like the blood clot is not really a thing. He doesn't believe in it as an athlete. He believes in himself. I could still go. Why can't I play?
You would if you were in his position. Most people would.
I mean, yeah, I'm not saying he's wrong. I'm just saying that's how it is. And the Heat, it's a tough place because they both think they're right, but they can't do it. The Heat, if they signed him and that guy dies on the court, I mean, what would you think about that?
I'd be sad, but somebody warned him clearly. So
Yeah,
that's on the two. That's on the two parties because they were warned.
yeah, but one party doesn't want to take that chance, and one party doesn't care. Like the one, it's not even that though. Like he doesn't think he's gonna die at all. He doesn't think there's any risk doing this. I don't know. I find this really weird, but like Chris Bosh, what is he gonna do after this? Like he's like only 31, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a very unique situation. Whatever then. So they had these in lieu of all the protests after the latest shooting in Tulsa. They Mariners.
Talking about South Carolina.
Huh?
The protesting is in South Carolina.
Yeah, I'm talking about the shooting in.
And there was a shooting in South Carolina.
Yeah, there was also a shooting in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Yeah, but the Carolina one came later.
There's a shooting everywhere. I'm pretty sure there's a shooting in Oregon right now. Anyway, Mariners pitcher, second string pitcher. Catcher, really?
Yeah.
Whatever. He's second string. No one knows this guy. Mr. Clevenger. He's had two tweets and a rebuttal to these events. So, you mind reading that to us in your very white voice?
That's racist.
Only racist if you take it that way.
No, that's pretty saying I have a white voice.
Here you go. You can just read it off there.
Okay. Black Lives Matter is pathetic once again. Obama, you are pathetic once again. Everyone involved should be locked behind bars like animals. Black people beaten whites when a thug got shot holding a gun by a black officer. Ha ha ha. Cracks me up. Keep kneeling for the anthem.
How you feel about that?
He's an idiot.
Right.
Doesn't deserve oxygen.
Why do you say that?
Because, like, that's not even something that can be passed off as, like, benign racism. Or something that could be racist, but wasn't malicious. That's just straight up, you're being a dick.
I'm not mad at it, I'm trying to say. I just don't... I don't know.
I'm not mad at it either. I just think he's an idiot and deserves to die.
Deserves to... That doesn't sound like... Yeah.
He doesn't deserve my oxygen, which is basically the same thing.
Doesn't deserve my oxygen. No, this is for you.
Same difference.
What bothers me about this kind of... I guess maybe it shouldn't. But there is a rule in the MLB that you can't tweet out any racist jokes, like slurs or anything, even in a joking manner. So I mean, it is against the rules. So,
yeah, but he was suspended by his team.
I mean, it's against those rules as well.
Yeah.
So the suspension under that is totally fine, and like you can get censored as much as you want under a private company. I get that, but I feel like opinions. Maybe I shouldn't be stepping on this branch, but maybe not with this one. But opinions are getting less and less heard, even though they're still there. Like, we all know racism is still prominent, but if you...
We don't all know that. There are people that think racism is over.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of a problem. Like, if you watch TV, you wouldn't get that, like, it might be subtle, but you wouldn't directly get that things are out and out racist. Like, racism is still, like damaging the country if you watch like standard stuff.
Are you saying the people in the news wouldn't talk about things that are outright racist, or they wouldn't be outright racist?
They wouldn't be outright racist.
Bull. You keep talking.
Well, I feel like I don't feel like they're being outright racist. Like I can't think of an example. I guess you tell me. Wait, well, what's this?
I'll show it to you later.
No, you can show it right now. Just turn that thing up.
I don't want to get... This is the Daily Show. Like, they could take us down forever.
You're right. Well, it's only one strike.
Trevor Noah... No, like, literally take us down. Physically. Trevor Noah had a thing about Tommy Lauren saying some utter bull crap. But it was hilarious. Because it's like, how can you be so misguided? You're giving news to people. How can you just be so far off the mark? and yet be so like sincere in how you're wrong.
But are people? I guess my point is, are people like Steve Clevenger on TV being this explicit? Is my question. Is it,
I'd think so, yeah.
All right,
I'd say so.
All right then. I
mean, it's not everybody, but
what would you say then? Like,
you can find people.
All right. On what channel would you mind saying?
I don't want to say.
Does it start with an F?
Yes.
All right. Does it have a lot of news on there? Right?
Yeah, it's a 24/7 news cycle.
Is it a?
It's named after an animal. Yeah.
Mammalian.
Mammalian. Yeah, definitely. It's got the fur and everything.
All right. I guess that's the outlet for those people. I just feel like we can become more and more dismissive, but maybe I'm turning around. I go either way on that. Like sometimes we really dismiss other people's viewpoints, and other times those viewpoints really need to be dismissed. So I'll move on then. What's up? What else is up? You interested in the NFL at all? Have you been watching these games the past 3 weeks?
I've been watching the Vikings games every chance I get.
What do you think about the Vikings so far?
They're doing great. Like,
without Adrian Peterson and Teddy Bridgewater?
Well, they've only had a quarter or a half without Peterson. But without Bridgewater, I'm a little upset because part of me has been thinking, is Sam Bradford like the future? Because he played really well.
I think he's better than Teddy Bridgewater at this point.
I don't know. We haven't seen Teddy Bridgewater in a year, so. They say he had improved a lot. I was hoping we'd get to see that. Maybe.
But I think going off last year, I think Sam Bradford is more, ever so slightly more composed. Because he's been doing.
That's because our offensive line got better, significantly better.
And that's the most important
thing.
The
team is better, so I would have liked to have seen Bridgewater in this better team.
I mean, too. I always like the young quarterbacks better. Well, the promise, even though like after a year they end up disappointing, like Kirk Cousins. Anyway.
Oh, that. Last year he was so good, and people were like, "Oh, he's a sleeper pick for this year," and it's like, no, he's trash.
Kirk Cousins, you got Nick Foles, you got RG3.
Well, RG3 got injured. He looked like he could have been doing well.
Well, the other two they just stopped being good for some reason.
Yeah, they're just like
and Mark Sanchez.
Oh no, he's not even worth. He's not worth it.
Man, could you imagine? We could be living in a world right now if a couple bounces went his way in that AFC Championship game. Mark Sanchez could be our reigning Super Bowl MVP a couple years ago.
Yeah, well, sure.
I mean, it really makes you think. A couple things change in the game, history will be changed forever. Anything else? I find the Saints disappointing. I thought they were.
Oh, definitely.
I already thought they were going to
trash.
I already thought they were going to be 6-10 this season because they have no defense, and I mean their offense is all right, but you need both sides of the ball. You just can't be horrid on one side and all right on the other. But the offense, I'm liking it. I like Willie Snead. I can't name any other wide receiver because they're really not notable.
Brandon Cooks, Michael Thomas.
Oh yeah, I like Brandon Cooks. But I haven't really seen him do anything this year.
Brandon Cooks?
I don't remember him.
He set the record for the longest touchdown catch.
Oh, I remember that in the Raiders game. Yeah. Man, that was a really cool play because he was that was like a Madden play because he threw it over two guys right over that cover 2 zone. I know Madden plays anyway.
ICANN has football.
You has football. I like football. We all like football. Anyways, the Saints. I really think they have a good chance of going 3-13 this season.
A good chance of going 0-16 this season.
Because I'm going to the Panthers game with my father. I think that's week 6 or week 7.
Yeah.
And between which one?
The Panthers game down here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's week 6.
Yeah, I don't see them winning. Out of that, I can see them winning one game. After week 6, they'll be 1-5. I think, if that. Again, I don't know. But that opens up space for the Panthers. Obviously, going to take this division away. But who out of the Buccaneers or the Falcons?
I don't even think the Panthers. The Panthers might not go all the way.
No, it's a Super Bowl. But
no, I mean all the way with the division. They might not run away with it.
Well, you think?
Oh wait, no, it'll be like a couple years ago when the winner of the division had a losing record. That's my pick.
You don't think the Panthers are 10 like or 9-7 good at least?
No, they're like 8-8. Barely.
I knew they dropped off, but did they drop off that much?
Yeah, I'm gonna put money on it.
I haven't been able to watch any of the games yet. Like they won 13-3 right last year, something like that. 12-4.
They were like 15-1.
Oh yeah, they did. They almost got the undefeated season. I forget the most important stuff.
Yeah, you do. 27th as well.
But you don't think did they really drop off that much from like who did they lose besides Josh Norman? That's notable.
Jonathan Stewart is out this upcoming week against the Vikings.
John Stewart's out.
Go Vikings.
Let's put in Trevor Noah.
Different John Stewart. They lost Jared Allen, although that's not a huge deal.
But for how long?
He retired.
No, how long John Stewart's out?
A couple weeks. Or he's week to week. Yeah.
Was Jared Allen that guy that retired because he was scared of getting concussions?
No, because he was old.
Oh. Who's that? Oh, that's the guy on the 49ers, I
Chris
think.
Borland.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's his name.
But who are they playing this week?
The Vikings. Skull Vikings. They're going to win.
Sure about that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's going to be like 17-13, but they'll win.
Yeah, you're probably right.
It'll be pretty close.
That'd be a nice game to watch. Do you think the Vikings are going to run away with that? I mean, not run away, but win that division?
Yeah.
Green Bay
is completely mediocre right now, and it takes a while for them to get up there. Chicago sucks. They're just utter trash.
And Jay Cutler's the best. He's gonna have a great.
Detroit is worse than trash.
Cause
they're the leaky trash scum at the bottom of your trash bag,
and then at the bottom of the dumpster that they don't get out.
Yeah.
It's just that garbage juice. Yes. You don't know if that's
the Detroit garbage juice.
But so you think Detroit's last then?
Yeah. Yep. Yes.
What's their record right now? Look at that record. Tell me if they're trash.
They are 1-1.
Oh, that's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah, but so are the Packers.
How many games do you think the Vikings will win then?
10
and 6?
10, 11. 11 games.
10 will win the division, you think?
Yeah.
You don't think Aaron Rodgers in the...
No, because he can't get his crap together.
I think he's going to get his stuff together, right? He
has
to.
Not when he plays
Aaron
the Vikings
Rodgers
again. No. The Vikings will sweep the Packers this year. Calling it.
Yeah, they have a good defense.
They got great defense, yeah.
They got players. They got a couple players in free agency, didn't you?
Yeah, no, actually, the draft.
Don't you have Michael Bennett?
No.
I thought I saw a picture of Michael Bennett and he was playing for the Vikings. Maybe that's something else.
We signed a couple of players, but most of it was through the draft and in-house guys.
You know what I don't get?
What?
I don't watch football that frequently throughout the years. I'm pretty casual fan. The only reason I care about football is because of Madden. So I guess you're right about earlier. Anyway.
Yeah, the Bears are 0-2.
That's pretty good. It's pretty good.
It is pretty bad.
But anyway, I always wonder, watching the games, why do they always throw it in the backfield? That's the most infuriating play to watch. Is throwing into the backfield and then lose 3 yards every time. And then the one time in the game, at least in the Saints game, the one time
that's because the Saints are trash.
The one time in the game they get a 8 yard receiving reception. Oh, we should do it again. No. You remember back in 2009, you used to always do those reversals with the wide receiver?
Yeah.
That was so cool. They would run back and toss the ball and then run back again, toss the ball and then throw it.
Yeah, the triple option jet sweep stuff.
Yeah, I like that. Normally I don't like the option plays because they always hurt the quarterback half the time.
And the quarterbacks need to start sliding or just not get tackled.
But they usually don't slide in the backfield like that because as soon as you hike the ball, it's all right.
Well, no, because if you're sliding in the backfield, you're giving up the play before you even tackle. So
option is a dumb play. That's only right to run that in college, really. Unless they do that in the NFL and I'm just not noticing.
Some teams do.
That's really dumb.
Like when Johnny Manziel, before he started doing all of the drugs all the time.
Well, I don't think he was starting during the NFL. I'm pretty sure
he
he started.
did some options in the preseason, so it would have carried over to the regular season. Probably.
All right. Well, I guess what games are you looking forward to this weekend besides the Vikings game? You Vikings fan?
The Saints game, because that's gonna be bad.
Oh, it's Monday night.
Yeah, Monday night football.
Under the bright lights.
We get to watch their trash it up in the
Why
trash
would you
field.
watch that game when the Hillary versus Trump is on the same time? That's a better game right there.
It's more entertaining, yeah. Trump and his white power tie.
Who are you picking? Hillary or Trump?
Gary Johnson.
Will he be part of the debates?
Yeah, pretty sure he's debating.
I'm rooting for the guy. I wonder how that would be. So, again, I'm thinking all you need is money, right? To have to win. Like the more money you have,
Sure.
the better campaign you have, and the more likely you're going to win. Like it's not a surefire thing because Perot didn't win like at 92 or whatever, and he's a billionaire. But I'm saying you're much more likely to win because you're able to expand your name a lot farther, right?
Yeah, you're more likely to get. Yeah, sure.
So why do the independents never have money? Like why does no one want to support them?
Because an independent has never won and never gotten like the 15% polling that they require to debate. So it feels like a lost cause to vote independent or support an independent, donate to an independent, be an independent.
You know what? I'm bringing back the Know Nothing Party, becoming a politician, and
Bring
I'm
back
running.
the Bull Moose Party.
The Bull Moose. What do they stand for?
I don't know, killing stuff. It was Teddy Roosevelt. Who knows?
But he didn't win with that, right? Was he the Bull?
No, he didn't win with them.
Mm.
I think he started them like after he had given up, I guess. So he wasn't so much their candidate as their patriarch.
Well, before we go, I want to ask you, what have you been doing in this past week?
I've been doing stuff, playing some games, doing some school.
What kind of games?
Sports games.
Tasty. So, like, what?
Like
FIFA?
Madden and 2K.
Cricket 2017?
No.
No. So, like, what, you playing, like, My Player or whatever?
Yeah.
So, what's your guy? Is he a 400-pound running back? Is he a 400-pound running back?
No.
That's no fun. You gotta play with the 400-pound running back, get the 99 speed going, get the 99 trucking going, then you're unstoppable.
No, he's backup quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys.
What's his overall?
88?
And Tony Romo, what? He's like a 94, 95?
93.
93.
Oh, wait, no, my guy's an 83 to 93, yeah.
Why you just pick a team like that it has no quarterback?
Because I want to be a good... Because I'm building up my stats. I'm in my second season. We just won the Super Bowl. Jeez. And I didn't have to do anything. But I still threw like 10 touchdowns on fake field goals. But like, they have a great offensive line. Tony Romo's probably going to get injured or retire soon. So then I'll be like a third-year guy. I already have 2 Super Bowl rings.
I don't know if the game's that realistic, but you could definitely bank on it. Like
no, because he usually retires like 2 or 3 years after.
How old is he in the game?
Like, it was like 2 years ago.
So,
who knows?
Definitely getting up there. I want to, like, if I want to play with Ben Roethlisberger. He seemed like a fun guy to play with. Like, no, I think he's underrated. I'm saying it right here.
No, people love him. He doesn't get as much love as he used to, but he's still appropriately adored.
Well, I've been playing sports games as well. Honestly, I've been playing Pokemon because I got that shiny Slugma. But I've been playing NCAA 14. And I'm playing the Road to Glory. And I made a white quarterback, 6'5", 245 pounds. He's the white Cam Newton. His name is Desmond Farrell, no relation to Will. And he's
every relation to Will.
No. Well, maybe. I have to go on Ancestry.com or ask him. But he's pretty good in high school, throwing like 400 yards a game in high school, getting 4 TDs, 4 picks, pretty good. In the college, he wanted to make a social statement. He wanted to be like, I'm not going to no 5-star, 6-star school. I'm going to a 1-star school. I'm going to Western Michigan University, and I'm going to build it up from the ground. So, yep. For the first game, we went against, what's that? I think it was Michigan State. And, they're like a power school basically. And we took them to the limit. It was 49-42, and we had 2 plays left to get from like 30 all the way down to the touchdown, right, basically. So I got thing all the way to their 40, and I'm like, all right, this one play, and we're gonna bring it to overtime. Throw a Hail Mary. My guy bobbles it. Other guy bobbles it. Interception. Almost pick 6. Tackled him at the 1. So that was and they gave me an award for that because it was like an ESPN Classic game. So that was pretty cool, but I still lost. So I'm like, man, maybe there's an actual chance I could go all the way to the BCS because they don't have no playoffs in that game.
Yeah.
I go all the way to the BCS and win a championship at this 1-star school. That'd be cool. I'd be a legend forever.
A fake legend.
Oh yeah, but my team is just they drop the easiest passes sometimes. Like they're wide open. It's like a 40-yard game, and I'm just gonna bobble the ball, and then the guys are gonna pick it up off the ground and run it all the way back.
That's what you get for picking a trash school. You get trash players.
A running back's good, but I never want to run it because I'm a quarterback.
Option plays.
I don't like the option because it doesn't really matter. I'm a mobile quarterback anyway. So.
That's all I do with my quarterback. Like sometimes I will hike the ball and then just immediately start running. I racked up 400 yards and like 5 running touchdowns one game.
It's so confusing how the option is just like if you could do it in that game, it's like unstoppable almost. Whatever. The other games I've been playing was I think Pokemon Ruby. I pretty much every day after school I come home and play it for a little bit.
Don't play it at school though?
I played at school before school.
Wow, Mark.
What?
Focus on your studies, man.
There's really senior year. There's really nothing you have to worry about. You just show up.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Now I feel bad.
Like sophomore year is the hardest. Junior year is the second hardest. Freshman was pretty easy for me, and senior year is super easy. You just gotta show up, do some work every now and then, maybe study for a test, maybe not.
As soon as I get my license, I'm gonna come.
And you have a motorbike?
Cause there are a couple people like they will not talk to me anymore. It's kind of disappointing.
At all? Like even if you try?
Yeah, I tried texting them. I walk past and be like, "Hey, what's up?" And
name names. Name names. So you got beef now with these people?
I don't have beef with them, but I wonder if they have beef with me.
I mean, probably just don't care for you.
Yeah, that's nice.
Anyway.
Makes you wonder. It's basically like what it would be like if I died. Is this what it's going to be like after I die? People are just going to be like, that's a guy.
Yeah, whenever I see somebody fail out, I'm like, rest in peace, because no one is ever going to care about you after this. Unless you have some really close people.
I do have some close people. I'm still technically kind of president of the sci-fi club, so.
Even post-mortem.
Post-mortem president. Well, I prefer the term non-faculty advisor.
Well, besides that, you've just been pretty lonely, I guess, right? Who's talking to you, actually? Like, how many people?
David.
David Haggins? Yeah, I know you're talking about. Sorry.
Yeah.
I always make that mistake. Besides that,
Dante. Short Dante.
Wow.
Peter. Smart Peter.
Smart Peter.
White Peter.
You like that Peter?
He's alright most of the time.
Alright.
There's sometimes when he's moody, but we all get moody, so I can't hold that against him.
Alright.
And Brian.
Bickham? Yeah. Why do I keep saying people's last names?
Don't worry.
Who else?
Jacob, because I go to church with him all the time.
Church, yeah. Balling for Jesus.
Yeah, Trevor H.
Trevor H. Great one.
Yeah,
he can teach you how to play basketball real nice.
Yeah, but that's not the point. How about you? Do you have any new friends?
I have a new friend that has a girl.
Ooh.
Well, so I made any new friends.
Names. Initials, at least.
Well, you don't know her. Like, I didn't even know her before this year. I'm not... Like, she went to the school. You definitely didn't notice her because I didn't notice her. I'm looking for these people.
Tell me.
It doesn't matter.
Tell me after, because I think I might know her. I know people.
I think I didn't give you any hints. See, like, I think I might know her. I study the directory daily.
She's a girl. I might know her. I don't know. I know people. I did nothing but like sit in the corner and watch people.
You sit in the corner with your Jurgens and your pants on the ground.
I got my hood up and like nibbling on some MRE crackers. Alright, well,
So I've been texting her homework. I'm trying to get to this next level.
some of that anatomy homework.
We have earth science together. I'm like, I'll do this part of homework, and I'll send you the pictures. And I send her the pictures.
It's not all the pics you
It's
send.
28 pictures. I'm like, what if I just slipped in a little penis pic? Like, oops.
For size. It's for size. You know, I gotta make sure I scale the picture right so you can still read it.
I was like, well, let me make sure it's all right. So I'm gonna measure my peen, because I know this thing is 12 inches. I don't know how big the picture will come out. Alright, that's enough. I don't want to incriminate myself further. I'm pleading the fifth. This has been G.T.O. podcast.
You can't plead the fifth after confessing.
I don't want to say anything. I don't want to say anything else.
Alright, yeah, the G.T.O. podcast.
This girl's definitely not white. She's definitely not short, and she definitely does not have black hair or black glasses. And I definitely don't have romantic feelings for her. So there you go. That's been G.T.O. podcast number 18. It's been a good one. Get out of here. Do something productive with your life.
Like, comment, subscribe.